So I present to you part 2 of how much of an advantage does Laurel Hubbard have. Now, in a previous part, we found out that according to after her supposed hormonal transition, stripped off of testosterone to the lower end of the male range, not even to the female range, to the lower end of the male range, for not 2 years, 5 years, I guess. I think it's 5 years. And she only lost 7% of her strength, compared to her total as a 23-year-old man versus a 43-year-old woman. The funny part here is neither 23 nor 43 is peak strength, but that's for another video. Okay, so she only lost 7% of her strength, and if you have any brain cells at all, you don't even need to watch this video because we know that the average man is way more than just 7% stronger than the average woman. Right there. Or even 10%, or even 20%. More than 20% is up. Okay? So, let's compare. Now, some people are going to say that Laurel is not going to win because Tatiana and the Chinese women are stronger. They'll beat her. That's not the point. If someone cheats in a test paper, they still had an unfair advantage, even if they didn't top the test. In my place, there's a lot of people who cheat in test papers and still fail on the tests. And they still have an unfair advantage. Right? So Laurel Hubbard here is the first floodgater. Looks less threatening because she's probably not going to win the gold medal because the Chinese and Russian weighties are ahead of her, despite their advantage. And she is the quintessential cheated on the test but still didn't get the highest grade. But you still freaking cheated. That's how it is with Laurel. It's the equivalent of cheating on a test and still not getting the highest grade. Right there. So, to what extent of an advantage? This video series assumes that the ratio of strength between world-class men and women is the same as the ratio of strength between average men and women, or typical men and women. That's what it assumes. So, Laurel right now is in the 87 plus kilogram category, which is the unlimited weight category, which means it's the category where males are going to have the biggest advantage if they competed in co-ed, because there's no real weight limit. Real weight. It's the category where you can put up a 160 kilogram man against a 100 kg woman, and they're both in the same weight category. The 100 kg woman's not going to gain any strength if she bloats up to 160, but the man, if he goes from 100 to 160, he will gain strength. That's how the males have the biggest advantage in the unlimited open weight category, 87 plus. As a matter of fact, our subject here, Laurel Hubbard, she's probably 120 or 130 kilograms at least. 130 something, I think, right? 130 kilogram man competing with women, they reduce her from 90 plus to 87 plus kilograms. Because apparently women stop gaining strength after they got their weight past 87. So there we have it. Competing against a bunch of women that are naturally maybe 90 to 100 kilograms. We all know that a lot of the strength difference between men and women is because the men are bigger, right? And here she is, just jumping into the same category, the only category where she's allowed to be bigger than everyone else. At the very least, compete against women your own size.